still alive, and we are doing the Growing the Beast series for Guilty Gear Revelator. Now, in my opinion, right now, this is the most tournament-worthy playable game at the moment. Honestly, it's amazing. It's got everything that you would hope as far as deepness. It's pretty. Deepness. Oh, God. It's a pretty looking game, it's fun, it's got all the different types of characters you could hope as far as all the archetype and styles, and you can play the game however you want. It's very free-flowing and it's action-packed, so been having a lot of fun with this game. I started about a month ago, started off with Leo. I was actually winning more than I thought I would, and it was just a little too unga, like a little too brain dead for me. He was a little too like one-dimensional for me as far as a Guilty Gear character can go. So I dropped in and I'm like, well, I want Dudley. I want Dudley in an anime game. So this is how I found Slayer, and so far I'm having an insane amount of fun with him. You can see, first of all, let me just, disclaimer. I've only been playing a month, and I'm not that amazing yet. So you can see a lot of my hits don't go into perfect conversions, or any conversions sometimes. And obviously my combos are not optimized. But this is a month of playing. So, I'm getting there. And that's, to show you guys too, like, hey, if you haven't played this game, or you're picking up any a fighting game for your first time, or just moving from one fighting game to another, just play, dude. Like, have fun and play. That's how you're gonna learn. And another great, I don't know what to say. Another great catalyst. That's a good word to help you learn is a guy named Kugi. He's the owner of Broken Tier. He streams every Tuesday to Friday doing Guilty Gear Q&As and of course playing and doing all that. He's a super knowledgeable guy about Guilty Gear, and he's pretty good. Wow, we are just going crazy. Oh, jeez. Sometimes I don't like watch myself play when I'm total garbage. But anyway, he does a great job explaining things, game mechanics, character matchups, all that. He has a lot of experience. He's been playing Guilty Gear a long time, and he's very good. He got third at Undefeated this coming weekend, and before that, I think at one of Arizona's majors. Damn, I'm a bad Arizonian. He got first, so he's very strong. But yeah, Tuesday to Friday, he plays and does Guilty Gear Q&As. On Fridays, normally I stop by the stream and we play random games or Guilty Gear, so you'll see me every once in a while too. But let's get into Guilty Gear, and we'll start talking about a few things like I used to do in the old Growing the Beast series. Except this time, I'm actually really happy about this game. I'm not forcing myself to learn Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This game is actually a breath of fresh air. So, you can see I picked Slayer. He's a hard-hitting, Dudley-style character, in my opinion. A lot of his moves can be kind of really broadcasted, so it's sometimes in some matchups easy to predict him or keep him out. That's why what's fun about this character is that he's read heavy. If I can make a good read and follow up on it, well, I'm going to bring the hurt. It's going to hurt you really bad. And I also love the supers. He's such a boss. So those first two players were like intermediate players, like, on my level. This guy absolutely scrapes me. Kai is like, he's so solid, so consistent, and obviously this player is obviously good too. He almost always gets some type of, if he connects with something, he gets to put you in blocks on your wake up. It's not like he has amazing mix-up or anything. He has just really consistent and strong pressure, which is what I'm coming to figure out. So, obviously I don't have any wake-up moves that are going to beat his muties, other than super. So that's the struggle in this match. God, I got scraped hard. Kai has, like, you know, a dust, which is overhead, and his other kind of arc-looking move that kind of flips and does an overhead into a combo. But they're slow, you know. He doesn't have huge mix-ups that are really quick, so he just has that consistent pressure. You know, but he's just really solid. And if you're starting on Guilty Gear, that's not a bad character to go on. To try out for your first guy. I mean, he's actually pretty cool for how, you know, not plain he is, but for how consistent of a character he is. You know, when you look at Ryu or something like that, it's a lot of the same thing, and sometimes it lacks style. Kai definitely still has this. Eddie. Now, Eddie is also a sick character. He's one of those, you know, characters that are super deep. Super deep, has a bunch of options, but when you get in his face, yes, it takes a lot of damage, and you can open him up well. He's got the little Eddie guy, which in the further videos I'm going to go more into detail as I learn more, but I'm kind of just getting the ball rolling and keeping myself motivated. So my main objective now in this matchup, because I don't know Eddie, or rather Zato, to the extent I'd like to, is just get in with taking the least amount of damage as possible. Watch out for his summons, and then once I get in, keep the pressure going, and then hopefully make a call when he tries to escape that's going to lead to big damage. Now, sometimes you'll see I'll make the right call, but I won't follow up with the correct combo, or I'll just drop it. Part of that is because I'm new. The other part is that I just switched my layout buttons. Oh, dude. When I do this kick, that kick right there, let me tell you what's going on in my brain when I do that kick.
Name a yellow fruit. Orange.
I do not mean to do that kick, dude. It's just, ooh, I love it. I love it. Slider's sick. It's just a sick old vampire. Anyway. What was I talking about? Yeah, anyway, try to mitigate the damage that I am taking to his summons while I'm going in, and then just try to open them up as best as possible while not messing up a combo. If I didn't mess up those combos, I would have taken a bunch of life off. Now, Bedman's a very interesting character that I'm learning a lot about, because every time I play a Bedman character, they absolutely destroy me. There's so much going on with this character. He has insanely fast walk speed, but kind of an awkward dash that has like a hit of armor on the first like some odd frames or something like that. And then he has, you know, these shadows, these like deja vu looking things. In the air, he has crazy mobility. He's slow in the air, but he has crazy mobility. He can dash in any direction he wants, which obviously it's kind of a slow, methodical, but tricky mix-up while he's in the air. And he's obviously got different projectiles, which when you're first fighting Bedman and he's throwing different projectiles, you're not going to know what is doing what. Can you teleport to this one? Is that one a deja vu one? What am I looking at here? And you know, it didn't really take me as long as I thought it would have. Once I kind of looked at his moves. After I lost, I watched him play other people, and then I could just focus on just, okay, what does that do? What happens when he does this? And what is he trying to achieve? And when he was playing other people, I could pick up on that a lot easier than mid-game. So this was after this game right here was, he beat my ass like a few times. So this is like the fourth match. And I started to get a little better. I guess in general, always in any fighting game, my style is a little more reckless. I don't care about taking random hits or random damage, as long as I can get into my position where I know I can do massive damage. Now, Danger Time is pretty cool and pretty horrible at the same time. I think there's actual strategies that go into Danger Time. You should ask Kugi about that. But as you can see, like, I'm doing an okay job on pressuring, but when I get my hit, I'm not following up with the correct combo. Part of that is that I swapped my layout yesterday, but once that's over, I'll just have to, get the muscle memory down. You can even see where I have like baby brain parts where I do something and then I'm like standing still for a second. I mean, that's just because Guilty Gear has so much stuff to do. When you watch the better players, they are literally always moving. They're always planning, doing something. They know their options. And while you should research and do stuff and look at like the Q&As that Kugi does, you should always just keep grinding, just keep playing, because that's what's going to build your muscle memory, which is obviously, it's like anything, like working out, studying for a test. You want to build muscle memory for whatever you're trying to get used to doing. And you're going to have a much better flow as far as brain to fingers to game if you just grind out matches. And that's why I love Guilty Gear, is because you can find, there's so many good characters that you can find someone that you actually enjoy playing, winning or losing, and it's much easier to grind out matches and just enjoy yourself while doing it. I finally do, I think, get this guy with an actual real combo. Yes, and then I actually won once. So there is a win against a Bedman player. But that was the guy who was pretty good. Anyway, I wanted to keep this semi-simple for the first one, just to jump into it. It's great to be back now that I've gotten a lot of my real life stuff out of the way. I've been grinding, bought a house, got a job what allows me to have a lot more free time now, so I'm excited to get back into playing again and doing videos. Again, as always, just leave comments down in the comment section if you have tips, tricks, questions, whatever. I'll do links in the description also. But it's good to be back, and I will see you guys soon.